Well, I've just had my first dog attack. 2 dogs back there, quite large, very huge dogs, started running after me, and they were barking and they looked pretty angry. Anyway, I started pedalling faster and they were pretty fit dogs. Anyway, one grabbed my pannier at the back, tried to pull me off the bike. God, my heart, my heart's still racing. Anyway, they almost did. I just about managed to keep control of the bike and just keep pedaling, and eventually I outran them. But I've now got some stones in my helmet here, and I'm also looking for a nice stick. That quite shook me up, that did. First thing in the morning, and it's only 6:50. Anyway, good morning. Well, after the dog attack, that's where he got hold of the bag, has pierced it, and if I put my leg up, you can see that the dog was about thigh height. At one point I was cycling along a nice little country road, and then suddenly just round the corner it turns into this dual carriageway, and this is the road that is causing quite a lot of deep resentment on the Black Sea coast. You will remember on the last video I showed you a road being pushed through a little village up near Sile and Akcakoca, and this is the road they're pushing through. At the moment it's just 2 lanes, the other lane isn't open, but it's certainly causing the environmentalists a lot of concern. Anyway, I'm quite happy with it because it smooths out the hills and I've got a nice surface to cycle on, so I'm not complaining that much. Well, that bit of motorway I was on stopped about a mile, and then I was back onto the little roads, and now it's turned into the half-finished motorway again. I think this has been stalled since about 2008. Well, this is the top of a hill where you can see the road stretching away in front of you, and then if I pan round, this is what they're left with. Mahaba. Mahaba. This is the main road now along the coast, and apart from the fact that it's flat, there's nothing else to recommend it. I'm now on the coast road that I thought it would be like, and it's only 12:30, so I've done about 52 miles, so I'm going to go around that next headland up there and see if there's anywhere worth stopping. Well, after I said that I would just go over the next headland, that was a big mistake. There were about 5 hills to climb, up, down, had to push the bike probably on, in fact all 5 of them, they were so steep. But I've now made it to Akcakoca on the north coast, on the Black Sea coast. I'm camped here, and the beach is just down there. So I'm going to go for a swim. Well, this town of Akcakoca has apparently a stated population of about 24,000. It's 2:30 on a Friday. It's baking hot. The sea is nice and warm. I wouldn't have said it's cold. Easy to get into, and yet the beach is deserted. Well, I just spoke to this guy who's raking the beach, getting ready for the season, and he said the reason that there's not many people here is that the season is apparently July-August, and that's it. It's a very short season. Apparently it's not hot enough. My God, it's hot, but it's not hot enough for the Turks, and certainly it's not hot enough in the water for the Turks. Hot enough for me. Well, after a hard morning's cycling, I've reached Akcakoca. I've had a swim, and now it's time for a beer.